And what are the rights that our wives have upon us? Our wives also have certain rights upon us. What are they? They are exemplified by a particular verse in the Quran where Allah says, He says, in verse number 19 Surah, Allah says, and be with them in goodness and kindness. The first opinion about the scholars said that we have to generally provide for them in a very general basic sense, whatever they need in a very general basic sense without any specific criteria. What we should provide for them, this is the simplest of opinions. Opinion number 2 says that we should provide for them only when they are satisfying our physical desires. It is obligatory on the husband to provide for the wife as long as the wife is sexually gratifying the husband and providing for his needs. When the wife is not doing so, meaning when the wife is being disobedient to the husband, then that is not an obligation upon the husband to provide for the wife. This is the second opinion. The third opinion of the scholars about this hadith states that we should be with them as the kafala, with their wives as the disbelievers are with their wives. Whatever they want, so the way those disbelievers are, the very basic level, that is the way that we are with our wives as well. The fourth opinion states amongst the scholars states that we are with our wives at least 1 night before 4 nights. 1 night and 4 nights, why? Basically, because the fact that we are able to take more than 1 wife, up to 4. The fifth opinion, which is the strongest opinion and inshallah is the right opinion, and Allah knows best, is that if Allah did not put any faith, any definition, any limitation to something, then we go back to the customs, the people, to define that limit. Right? Does that make sense? So therefore, as we say in Arabic, the urf or the custom is the people will decide the limits in something where the Sharia has not defined limits. So therefore, the way we are meant to be with our wives is defined by how our customs say. So ask yourself this question, is it customary for wives to have a car? Yes or no? If the brothers are saying yes, that means it's an obligation upon you to buy your wife a car. So think very carefully, well, what you, when you say yes. Okay? The second right of the wife upon us is that we treat our wives with equity. And equity means that we're equitable to their needs. Not equality, because equality dictates really injustice, but equity dictates justice because equity is where you apply justice appropriately. Then her right upon us is that we respect her feelings, we show kindness, and we show consideration. Her right upon us is that we don't show our wife any aversion to herself. Her right upon us is that we don't keep our wives with the intention of harming them, but we keep our wives, meaning that we are married to our wives with the intention of benefiting them and loving them. Her right upon us is that we allow her to demand freedom from our marriage if she cannot bear us anymore or if she doesn't want to stay within our marriage anymore. And her right upon us is that we sexually rectify her. These are the most basic rights.